Welcome to episode number 136 of the Chris Rose Rotation, a production of John Boy Media and presented to you by our friends over at SeatGeek. And I want to welcome in my good friend of the show, our co-host for the day, the shortstop of the Miami Marlins, Miguel Rojas, whom I barely recognize. You've got a baby face going.
I know, man.
What's going on?
You know, it's a long season, a lot of up and downs, and sometimes you need a little change on your look. So for me, I was in Cincinnati the other day, didn't know what to do with the crazy facial hair, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna shave it down and see how it goes. That's what I decided to do, and I look like this right now.
All right, so for people that are joining us audio only, you got rid of the stash, but it looks like you kept the chin music here, right?
I kept a little bit of the chin right here. Actually, I had a haircut yesterday, and our boy Juice, shout out to Juice in the ballpark in Miami. He kind of like trimmed me down a little bit to make it look even, because he wasn't looking that professional.
He's big time. I've heard of him. Like everybody talks about him around the league.
Yeah, I mean, Juice is been in the game for a lot of years. I remember when the team used to play in the other ballpark. Juice used to cut in the clubhouse, inside the clubhouse in the bathroom, you know, and that's how he started in baseball. And I feel like he's been part of baseball and part of the Miami Marlins and the Florida Marlins organization for like the whole time, you know, like he started like cutting Cliff Floyd, Gary Sheffield, all of those guys back in the day. And now it's a privilege for us to having every single day at the ballpark. You know, when you show up to the ballpark, like around whatever, 1 o'clock, Juice is already there and he's waiting for someone to just get in. And it's not just a haircut. It's like the experience of being on his little room. You know, he's such a great guy, always down to a great story. I mean, he got baseball going on his TV over there in the barber shop, and it's really good time. So I was just there yesterday. I was talking to him about like the journey of like me being here for like over 8 years now, you know, and getting to know him, and now the struggle of like getting new players and getting new people that are kind of into it, like getting a new haircut with him, you know, it's not easy. And he's going generations through generations, which is really unbelievable.
We are taping this the day after the trade deadline came and went. Were you nervous yesterday?
Not really. I didn't feel much of a sense of like me moving yesterday. I was more kind of expecting what the team was gonna do with a couple players that I really care about, and guys that I feel like they're gonna be a big part of this organization moving forward. And I think I'm happy personally that they didn't move Pablo Lopez. I was worried about him. I was worried about him going somewhere. I know he's a guy who a lot of teams probably could use right now, because he's been throwing the ball really well, and he's an amazing human being. But I feel like this organization, it will help the Miami Marlins more in the long run than just getting traded for him if we didn't receive a really, really good package. So for me, I was kind of like, yeah, I wanted to see what was the trade deadline was going to bring for us. I know we lost a couple relievers, but I mean, Pablo was a big piece. I want to make sure that Sandy was going to be here for sure. He's staying. But that it was that kind of day, you know, like a lot of like weird excitement for like what was going to happen. But I wanted the guys to actually continue to be here and help in the long run.
At the same time, I mean, listen, nothing's insurmountable. You know, you still have 50 games left or whatever, but you're 8.5 games out of the wild card chase at this point. The second half has not started the way that you guys wanted to at all. Unfortunately, hitting the ball has been a massive struggle all year long. Do you have to call a team meeting and just say, hey, listen, this is it. There's no more waiver deadline. This is the team we've got. We got to bust ass over the next 2 months, or we're going home again.
No, it's definitely been a disappointing season for us overall. You know, like I'm not gonna sit here and say that we still have a chance. And I mean, a lot of things can happen in baseball. We gotta be realistic of where we are. You know, we had an opportunity right after the break. We got one game against the Rangers, and then we got a series on the road against the Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds. Nothing against those teams. It's just an opportunity for us to put ourselves in a better situation, to face the deadline, and then facing the Mets, and they kind of slap us in the face and swap us, with two of our best pitchers in our mound. So for me, that was a reality check that where we are for this year, and it's kind of actually a disappointing because when we walk in spring training, we got a pretty high hopes or what this team can be and what we can do, and be competitive in this in the National League. It's not easy, I know that, but in the other end, it's not what we was capable of doing, especially offensively. Like I feel like so many guys at the same time were struggling for a little bit early in the year. In April, we didn't have a good April, so we bounced back and we played better in May. And I'm sorry, we played pretty decent in April. We didn't play good in May, but we bounced back and played good in June. And we thought we got an opportunity, we got a chance, like to keep everything going. And then we hit the injury. Jazz went down. That was huge for us. Coop went down. Joey Wendell went down for a couple times with a hamstring injury. Soler couldn't be he haven't been able to be healthy the whole year with his back problem, and just trying to adjust to a lineup where Soler was sitting the top of the lineup first, and then in the middle he haven't been himself this year so far, and it's not easy to digest the things that have been happening this year with the offense, because you're seeing the guys, you see a lineup with Jazz, Cooper, Soler, Avi, Aggie in the middle of that lineup, and that's dangerous, that seems that it's going to be a lot of runs, because you got guys who can drive the ball, you guys that can get on base, and then the rest of the lineup of us is guys who been playing the game for a long time. We know what to do, and it's kind of like I say, it's sad and disappointing. Be sitting on that locker room yesterday, seeing a couple guys leaving, and the direction of the team being a little bit different than the one that we started. And I'm not gonna say it's easy to actually deal with that, because we have so many so high expectations of what this club can be. And now being in this position, is you got to be realistic where we are.
Yeah. I want some of your big thoughts on the trade deadline. Let's start in your division. And obviously the biggest trade that happened was Juan Soto. Can you believe that you don't have to face that monster 19 times a year now?
Yeah, not just me, but the pitching staff in our team, they were kind of, a sigh of relief, because Soto is being tough against the whole league, but especially on us, every time he faces, it's either a walk or a hard contact, I feel like it's like that. He doesn't strike out much. He walks a lot. He puts the pressure on the defense, getting on base. And it's nice that he's not going to be in our division and we don't have to face him 19 times. I think our pitching staff can breathe a little bit better now with Soto being out of here.
All right, so put on your analyst hat for a second. I asked this to Plouffe on Baseball Today. After the Padres have now added Juan Soto, Josh Bell, Josh Hader, and Brandon Drury, 4 really good players in the National League that you're familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
Are they on par with the Dodgers, the Mets, and the Braves at the top of the National League, or do you still have a question when you watch them?
No, I don't have any question, especially with Darvish and Musgrove in the top of that rotation, Snell and all of those guys. They have what they need to, to compete with the Dodgers. And I feel like the Dodgers being so dominant for the last 10, 12 years, winning the division over and over, excepting last year, because the Giants did an amazing job keeping up. But I feel like that's what they needed to do, the Padres, they needed to go for the high piece to compete against the Dodgers, because that's what you're trying to do. You're just trying to go against the big monster, which is the Dodgers in the division. And now with an extra a couple spots on the playoff, you're gonna be out, you're gonna be there. You're gonna have the opportunity to be in the playoff, and now it's your chance to actually show that you build all this team to beat the Dodgers in a series. So for me, yeah, they up there with the Dodgers and actually the Braves and the Mets, because the Mets are a team A. I've been facing the Mets the whole year this year, and they're different. They just care about winning. They don't care about personal stats or anything. Just a quick thing. The other day, they were up 4-0. The catcher Patrick Masica was 2 for 2 the day, and third at bat he was first and second with no outs, up by 4. He bunted and he moved the guys over to score 2 more runs. That tells me that team is there just to win, and they want to step on your neck, and they want to actually like trying to win every single inning, and it's different. I'm seeing something different from the Mets.
What do you? Well, I'm curious, because what do you think the biggest difference is? I don't think their personnel outside of Scherzer. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Well, actually, they did add Marte. They added Escobar. They added
Marte. They add Cana.
That's a lot. That's a lot of veterans.
Guys. Yes.
Yeah. So, are you saying that, like in years past, that the Mets didn't know how to win as a team compared to the one that's out there?
I wouldn't say that. I just say that their team is so much like balanced and complete now. That you can see Martin, the 2-hole is a game changer. He can actually hit the ball out of the ballpark, but he can still get a base hit in the infield, like an infield single, and then steal a back for Lindor to drive it in. And another difference too, Lindor is having a way better Lindor caliber season this year, and
I would agree.
I kind of gotta say that they missed that out of him last year. But I mean, kudos to him, man. He held it, and he was like, you know what? I just gonna wear this out. This year it's not being easy, and he stayed there, play every single day throughout a rough year, and baseball is paying off for him right now and for his team.
I want one more thought from you on the trade deadline. I think the one that raised everybody's eyebrows was the fact that the Brewers traded Josh Hader, who still has a year and a half of control left. Not only did he catch fans off guard, Devin Williams, who it seems like is now going to move from that setup role to the closer's role, was asked about it before the game on Tuesday. I want you to listen to his response here.
Right. Tough business sometimes, huh?
You could say that. A lot of things that don't really make sense, I don't know. I want to win. That's really the biggest thing to me. I don't really have much to say about it.
So, for those people that it's audio only, I wish you could see his face. I mean, it's like somebody took his puppy away.
Mm-hmm.
That's how upset he seems. For a team that's in first place, do you think that management owes them an explanation as to the thought process, or is it, hey, we're the decision makers, you guys are the players? Or is it because you're preaching that, hey, we're all family, that the executives need to go explain themselves?
It will never work like that, Chris. And for everybody listening, this is how I feel as a player. If you want this team to actually be a team, everything needs to be connected, from the front office to the ownership, to the coaches, to the players, to the clubhouse guys, not that the clubhouse guys need an explanation why they traded Hader. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like players need to know what they're playing for and what they're up to. Like we already know we want to win, and we want to win for our families, for the fans, for the city, and for everybody who's deserve a winning team, right? But at the end of the day, those guys in the clubhouse created a bond throughout the whole year, going through the up and downs, and they all know they're better with Hader and Williams, with both of them. We all know that Williams can close. Yeah, I mean, that's not the question here. The question here is, why you want to move a guy who's been so good with your organization and with your eighth inning guy, and maybe Hader is the reason why Williams is so good in the eighth, because he got the confidence that, you know what, I throw the eight, you throw the nine, and we win the game. And that's been a relationship they build. And I mean, for an organization to do that, they have to come to the players and actually let them know. It doesn't have to be everybody, because all the players are kind of, in the clubhouse, and you have like 26 different players at the time. But you can go to one of your guys. You can go to Jelly. You can go to your best guy in the bullpen or your oldest guy in the bullpen and explain them what's the move and what's the reason behind it. So he relates to the players, and I feel like that's everybody's gonna be on the same boat.
Have you had a GM? I mean, has Kim ever come down to you and talk to you? Did Derek ever talk to you when he was in charge?
Oh, definitely. I talked to Derek a lot, especially the year when we make the playoff. It was constant communication with him. He actually, I gotta say, he sent me like text message in the morning, in like before big games, when we was in the hunt, that to keep everybody in the clubhouse on the like with the foot on the gas pedal, like to tell everybody, hey, this game is important. We gotta go after this one, And one funny thing that he texted me after a big series, we play a big series against the Phillies. I will never forget this. A 5-game series against the Phillies with a one doubleheader in 5 games in 4 days, and we won that series. We won 4 games out of 5 games in that series. Then after that, we have to face a team that it wasn't even close in the conversation. They weren't playing for October at that time. He texted me that morning saying, hey, this series is going to be important. It was the Red Sox that year. This series is going to be important because you guys just played one of the biggest series of the year. So a lot of teams just relax and go down against these teams. Please don't let the guys in the clubhouse do that. And he related to me, and I actually get to the clubhouse, and I wasn't going to say, hey, Derek, tell me this. I just went to the clubhouse and in my own words trying to spread that same message. And that's what I feel like he did in the past. And I have talked to Kim too. Sometimes she called me, sometimes I call her because I wanted to know some stuff. I want her to know some stuff about the clubhouse. And that's how I feel like the communication should be going.
That's fascinating. It's interesting because as fans don't think of it in this term, but the GM's job is to replace you guys.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Right? I mean, they're always looking for whether it's a financial reason or because they want to upgrade at a position or the chemistry isn't right. Like they are constantly keeping their finger on the pulse of the team. So and I know that the players sometimes look at the GMs and say, yeah, your job is to replace me. Younger, cheaper, whatever it might be. So there can be a lack of trust between the two if you're not careful. Am I reading that the right way?
Yeah, I mean, you can see it as a bridge, like it's a bridge between ownership and the clubhouse, and that's the GM, because the manager always going to pull for your players, managers always want to have more players, like it doesn't matter, exactly. So you want the manager to be on the player side kind of thing, and I mean, with that good connection with the GM, but I'm seeing the GM on a team, especially in the big leagues, as that bridge that cross from the ownership to the players, and that's a bridge that it has to be really stable and hard, because if it's not like that, you're not gonna have the trust, like you're saying, like trusting your GM and being able to go through her in our case is important, because a lot of things in the clubhouse happen that I have my eyes on, but the GM doesn't see what's going on in the clubhouse, which can be affecting the performance or the things that are happening on the field, and then other things that are happening on the ownership group, it can be affecting like what the clubhouse is going to look like. So for me, that's the fine line right there. That's why it's so important to have a strong relationship between I mean, your core players, coach, your manager, GM, and the front office. Well, it's kind of far away because you don't want to get into it. Like you don't really want to go to the office or to the Bruce Sherman or owner, office and talk to him about something that is happening in the game. You have the GM, you have the manager, you have all that access that you can go to without reaching to the big boss.
Hey, Rose Rotation listeners, turn big league action into big winnings with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. Right now, new customers can bet just $5 on any game and get $100 in free bets instantly. Plus, all customers can combine multiple bets for a shot at an even bigger payout with DraftKings same-game parlays. At DraftKings Sportsbook, you'll be able to bet on your favorite batter to hit a double, Miguel Rojas, double in his next plate appearance, your favorite pitcher's next pitch to be a strike, and so much more. Not tomorrow night, Marlins, Cubbies, 2:00 game, Miggy Road, 2+ hits, Marlins win, whatever the +1.5. Take it, or -1.5. Whatever it is, it's going to happen. Marlins going to win. It's a lock. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code ROSE, and new customers can make any $5 bet and get $100 in free bets instantly. That's promo code ROSE only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. MLB trademarks used with permission. Now back to the show.
Can you do me a favor? Smile. There it is. Okay. I was worried, dog, when Oneil Cruz popped you.
Yeah. That was a scary and one of the craziest moments of my life, actually, because I wasn't expecting to be playing a baseball game and got a tooth knocked out like that, without receiving a punch in a fight or something like that. That was
dude, you could see the tooth flying out on the video.
Yeah.
Did we ever find it?
Shout out to the people, to young boy.
Yeah. Did we ever find the tooth?
Yeah, they did, but it didn't work because it was like so. What I had was a fracture, right? So not the whole tooth came out. It was just a piece of it. Oh. But that piece that they found on the floor, they found on the dirt right there. It didn't fit back in because it got like a little fracture as well.
Yeah, there was a little nick in it or something.
Exactly. So that was a crazy situation, crazy day after that happened because it happened. So I got a cut on my lid too, and I didn't know if I was gonna like miss time and had a surgery on my mouth or something like that because I didn't know the like how bad it was, and I couldn't take my hand off the mouth because it was like really sensitive, because all the nerve in there on the tooth. Imagine how it feels. Like I couldn't even like breathe through my mouth, and so I went to the dentist, and the dentist did a great job right away. And I was playing the next day. So it wasn't that bad, but it was a crazy experience for sure.
Was it painful?
It was more uncomfortable than painful. Okay. Like I didn't feel like that pain where, like I was under a lot of pain. I was just uncomfortable, and I felt like, something was missing. And I realized that it was a tooth, but I didn't know if it was 1, 2, because I received the impact, and I didn't know. I felt a hole with my thumb, but it was. I'm glad that it was just one. It wasn't the whole tooth.
Michael Strahan's made a whole career out of having a gap in between his big teeth.
Right.
You could have just started a trend. You could have been Miggy half-tooth Rojas.
No, I don't think I would be comfortable going out there and playing. At least I was gonna be playing like this the whole day. Yeah, I'm not a guy who smiles a lot when I'm playing because I'm like, I don't know what gets on me, but when it's game time, when it's game days, my wife always asks me what's going on with you. Oh, and she realized, oh, I know is getting close to game time. I
Uh,
get the older kind of personality when it gets to game time. When I get like all serious face, the guys in the clubhouse, my teammates can actually tell you, and it's funny when they said it because the days that I'm not playing, that they give me an off day, right?
right.
They say, "Hey, we know you're not playing today," because like I'm walking around smiling, like sitting in the couch. When I'm not, I'm putting a headband on, and my face is like this. And they say that I walk a lot. I walk everywhere. I walk to the training room. I do my stuff in the training room. Then I go to the weight room. So it's a different kind of personality when I'm playing, and it's getting closer to game time.
So that's interesting. I mean, you're playing a game today.
Yeah.
You're always nothing but a gentleman and funny and all that sort of stuff. When does that switch flip?
I feel when it gets close to get on my car to go to the ballpark. So I go to the ballpark around 12:30 every day. So maybe around noon to 12:30, I started to get into that zone, where.
So your family
where-
sees it a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like they already know. They already know when sometimes we're having like brunch because in baseball season it's really hard to have breakfast in the morning like at
Sure.
8 a.m. or 9 a.m. We're having brunch around 11:30, and we're talking, right? And then all of a sudden I start being really like in myself, like I'm not talking anymore. Like I feel bad because sometimes I kind of ignore like other things. And because I'm thinking about like, okay, we're facing Minor today, so he got a fastball. He's probably gonna crown me in. Okay, what I gonna do in the cage today to attack that? And I'm thinking, is this all of this is on my mind, while like maybe the family or my friends are trying to talk about something else, but I kind of checked out and like get on the game.
So if I see you, we haven't met up yet. Have we? Oh yeah. Well, you came into the studio, but not before a game. I haven't seen
not before the game. It was after the game. Yeah.
Yeah. But so if I see you during batting practice, will you just like blow past me, ignore me, or will you give me a bro hug?
I'm not gonna ignore you, but the way to say hi to you is gonna be different.
Oh.
I'm probably gonna go to you and say, "Hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing? Whatever. Hope everything is well. Can I help you with anything?" And then I'm gonna go back to practice. It's not gonna be like, "Hey, what's up, my brother? Hey, really good to see you." I'm not gonna be like that because I got into the zone. I don't know. Like I think that I definitely think it's a problem, but
It's not a problem. Hey,
it's
everybody's different. Everybody's different. Listen, you're one of 750 in the show, bro. This is it. Well, now what is it? It's every team's got a 26 players. So what is it?
Exactly.
750, 780. So whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, that's it. You do whatever. That's your job. Your job's not to be the welcoming committee.
Yeah. Sometimes I got friends coming into batting practice and they're like behind the home plate right there. And sometimes I feel like they expect more like out of me, but people who knows me, they know how I am. They know how I act, and they know there's nothing like offensive behind my personality when I'm playing and when I'm around the field.
So I'm going to mark this down. It's either coffee before the game, well before the game, like 7 hours, or cervezas after.
Oh yeah, those are
one of the two.
My favorite. Yeah.
Okay.
And the good thing after the game is like, I mean, everything about the day is already happened. For me, like baseball. I mean, you can go 0 for 5, you can go 3 for 4. You have to start. You have to start again the next day.
Yep.
Regardless, 0 for 0, and like you can have another great game. You can suck, and that's the beauty about like finishing the game and like going home after the game. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you're gonna be happy, sometimes you're gonna be sad, but at the end of the day, it's like, okay, I have to leave this in the past because tomorrow I have to do it again.
I get to do it again. It's the beauty of the sport. What'd you do during the All-Star break?
I went to Bahamas.
Oh.
So I
Whole family?
With the family, yeah. So my 2 kids enjoy the trip a lot of beach, pools, walk around. It was
Water
a
slides?
great getaway
Any
for
water
me.
slides?
I needed mentally and to spend time with the family as well. And we had a really good time over there.
Any water slides over there?
Oh yeah, a lot of them, but a lot of people. It was crowded. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of people trying to get on the water slides, and I mean, it was always a long line. So I wasn't into that. So I stay on the low ones with my son.
Yeah. Those are fun though.
Yeah.
So a couple of your teammates got to enjoy the All-Star game out at your old stomping grounds at Dodger Stadium. What'd you think of the fits of Sandy and Jazz?
I saw Jazz. I didn't see Sandy much. I wasn't watching, but I mean, it's really hard to miss the ones that Jazz was wearing because he was all over the pages and social media. Sandy's a little bit more of a like low-key guy. He looks good, professional, but he wasn't that loud as Jazz was. I like it, and I actually saw Jazz for the first time yesterday at the ballpark. You know, he's dealing with his back, and he's out in Jupiter working out and trying to get that fixed. But I saw the necklace on live yesterday,
and
with like flowers and a lot of diamonds. Wow, that was loud.
Do we have any idea how much that thing costs?
That's gotta be close to 70,000.
Oh, I was thinking
more.
6 figures, easy.
You think so? More than 100?
Dude, look how thick that thing is.
Yeah, I mean, it's thick. I don't know. I don't even have a jewelry like that. But I mean, it could be more than 100,000.
You know how many Jordans that could buy?
Oh, I can only imagine like how many more I can have.
Look at you.
I will need a new room. I'm looking around and I say, no, I probably gonna need a new whole room, you know?
Have you gotten any more Jordans since we last saw you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Are you kidding me?
Since the last time we talked last in New York. Like
so that was Father's Day. Ago? That was like June 18th or so.
Yeah, so after that, I probably have like another 6 pairs. Yeah.
You have a favorite that you got?
Oh yeah, I just got the Jordan Low ones, reverse mocha, collaboration with Travis Scott. I just got them and I'm really excited to wear them. I think I'm gonna wear them today on the flight. We're going
Where
to
are
Chicago.
They?
Oh, they're here. They just got here yesterday.
You want to show them off?
Oh, I don't have it here with me, but they're still in the box. I haven't wear them. Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna wear them on the flight to Chicago?
Yeah, I'm gonna wear on the flight to Chicago. That's what I wear right now. Like I don't wear any other shoes than Jordans.
You might get to face our buddy Steven Brault, who's now back in the big leagues.
Is he on the bullpen?
Yeah, he's in the bullpen with the Cubs.
Okay,
he's pitched really well for them.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good to see him back there.
Man. Good that he's back, man.
Yeah. Oh shit, he's on the COVID IL.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ.
Hopefully it's one of those things where you wake up not feeling great, you know, and then they send you home, but it's not COVID. We have a lot of them. I was on that list early in the year.
You had the COVID list?
Well, I didn't have COVID, but they put you on the COVID list so they can use your spot for someone else.
Oh.
And then because like what happened right now is like you get to the ballpark and you don't feel great, right? And you have like some kind of, you know, sore throat,
sure.
You're sneezing, you're not feeling well, and then they have to run a COVID test to you, and then they have to send you home because they don't know if it's COVID or not, you know. And then if you don't feel well, let's say you don't feel well for 2 or 3 days, like we have guys that something hit them really hard. I don't know if it was the flu or it was something else, and then we couldn't play for 2 days. Then they put you on that list for a couple of days, and then after you recovered, you're back.
I finally got it. I dodged it for 2.5 years.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I knew I was going to get it. I got it after I saw you, like probably 10 days after I saw you. I knew I was traveling all over. I went to New York, Vegas, and then took Brady to a baseball camp up at Stanford. I was like, I'm getting it somewhere. It's just too prevalent. So
yeah, I know.
But thankfully,
at least you already had it and you had the experience. Hopefully, it wasn't that bad.
No, I did fine. I've been, heavily boosted and all that stuff. At my age, I need all the help I can get.
Of course.
I loved something that I saw on your social media.
What was
You
that?
ran into your host family.
Oh yeah, Cincinnati.
So were these the people that you first talked about, like when you went to Billings, Montana? Is
No.
this the same family or is this a different family?
So this is a different family, but it was the year after. So
Okay.
year after, I played in Dayton, Ohio, which is like 45 minutes from Cincinnati, and so I played there, and this family kind of host me as a host family over there when I was in low A. I was like 19 years old,
Oh my
and
gosh.
they gave me the opportunity to stay in their house, and they actually ride me to the field every single day, wait for me after the games to bring me back home. And one of the things that I will never forget is the chipolles that they brought me after batting practice, like not every day, but at least like 2 or 3 times every homestand. And they were so nice to me. They welcomed my mom when she visited with my sister. My mom was there for like 7 days or 10 days, and they were so nice to them. And I had me and my wife, we had this dream of going to Cincinnati together. I mean, before my career was over, to actually meet them and got the opportunity to be with them. And they got the whole experience because they got to meet my two kids almost how many years after 14, 15 years after I stayed in their house. And I mean, it felt like it was the same, it was pretty authentic and lovely. The same people that kind of got me when I was a teenager and with a dream of playing the big leagues for the Reds. And now they came to the Reds to the ballpark in Cincinnati to watch me play a big league game against the Reds. Pretty
That
fun.
is so cool. That it must have felt for them like their son made the major leagues.
They always tell me that it feels that way because from the guys who stay in that house, I was the only one who made it from that year. So I feel like, I mean, that's what they actually envisioned to do when they did that. We want to have him here before they make it to the big leagues, and they support me throughout my whole career in the minors and all that. And it was nice to go back to Cincinnati and see them. I mean, I hold really strong feelings for the Reds and Cincinnati. The organization, I learned a lot there. I still have people that I know that are in the big league club right now. So I mean, when I see them, when I got the opportunity to play against them, it's always nice to see their familiar faces that I spend so much time around.
That's awesome. What a great
Yeah.
story. Thank you for sharing. That
Of
was
course.
excellent. Well, listen, you know how much of a family member you are here at John Boy Media, but now your game has been upped a level. Do you know why?
Why is that?
Do you know that Jimmy did a breakdown of you?
He did. Yeah, that's what I saw that.
Yeah, it was of the amazing escape that you had in
escape
between
that I
first
did,
and second.
yeah.
Here's a little clip of what Jimmy brought to the table.
Look at this. So he thinks he tagged him and never touched him. You got to know if you touched a guy or not. And Miggy's just laying there getting painted and doesn't throw it, can still tag him, and Miggy just runs. Manning's like, oh, I see what happened. That's embarrassing.
You've made it big time, dude.
Oh my God. Every time I see myself on a video or something like that, the Jimmy's commenting or Jake, or I mean, you guys are doing it. It feels good, man. Thank you for having me in the family, bro.
Hey, are you kidding me? Thank you for providing the
amazing, man.
entertainment. That was because usually on a play like that, you think you're dead duck. I mean, you never get out of those.
Yeah.
And for you to have escaped it, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, and I stay on the rundown more than anything because we have a runner at third base too. You always have the opportunity. If you stay in the rundown long enough, this guy can score. It doesn't matter. I was safe after because they stopped playing kind of because he thought he tagged me. But I mean, my objective was for the run to score. Then after that happened, I mean, I can care less. But I was safe, and I'm in a breakdown video now. So
That away.
I made it.
Yeah, we can check that one off the box. Speaking of scoring runs, you guys were having a really tough time doing it right before the break, coming out of the break. It was a long, long scoreless drought until my man did his thing and you celebrated like it was your first major league hit. Look at how excited you are, dude.
Yeah, man, that was a sign of relief there when I hit the ball. I was actually thinking about bunting because it was a run on second base with no outs. And I said, you know what, we haven't scored in 37 innings. I need to do whatever is right for the team here. I'm just gonna lay one bunt, and I said, fuck it, I'm not here to fucking bunt. I wanna aim with this. And I saw that curveball and I hit it. It felt good, man. It felt good because I mean, it haven't been easy. It haven't been in an easy year and an easy season for our offense or for anybody other than I gotta say like Sandy, in the clubhouse. But I mean, we keep battling, and I know, and I take this opportunity to talk to all the fans, and I know, and I can feel the frustration. I can feel the sadness from the fan base that we have. A lot of fans reacting, not just on social media, but at the ballpark as well, and like asking for more. And I understand that, and I don't blame you guys for being frustrated and upset with the results that are happening, because I mean, we have so many expectations about what's going to happen this year. And all I have to say is we are trying to get better. We are trying to overcome this year, and hopefully keeping most of the group together in this deadline means that we're going to be together for another chat. And I mean, we still have to play the rest of the year, and we have an opportunity, But like I said, we gotta know where we are, and getting those guys back is gonna be critical for us. Jazz need to be 100% for this team. He's gonna be the guy for this organization going forward, next to Sandy, next to the young players that are receiving an opportunity. We have JJ Bleday, we have Jesus Sanchez, we have a lot of guys who are receiving an opportunity right now. And they're gonna continue to play, and they're gonna grow, and we're gonna try to help them fast forward those days where they struggle right now. Hopefully we can bring a lot of satisfactions.
We got 8 weeks left, brother.
Yeah,
it's never too late to turn it around. All right, I want you to start getting your game face on here. So we'll spin the wheel of moderately interesting things, which I did not bring on my road trip to Cleveland. However, I did bring this video.
Oh, nice.
So let's. That's my kitchen at home. Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. I didn't watch the series, just so you know.
It doesn't matter. You know this. The wheel of moderately interesting things. The category has nothing to do with what it is.
No, I'm glad.
Now, Michelle Rose came up with the category. My wife.
Okay.
He said, you have to come up with these strange questions that make people uncomfortable. So this was not her question. Her category is the Stranger Things. So I came up with this question.
Okay.
And I'm going to apologize, Ed. When you're taking a deuce.
Okay.
We all bring our phones in there these days.
Of course.
We need something to keep ourselves busy.
100%.
When someone calls, do you answer it?
That's an uncomfortable one. But okay, now before I say yes or no, have you called someone that is taking a deuce and you know that he's or she's there?
Yes.
So yeah, that's why
it is horrible.
That's why I want to answer.
I want to take my phone and I want to use a wipe.
So I would say no. I don't answer my phone when I'm taking a deuce.
Good. That's the right answer.
Yeah, I don't do it.
No way.
I just
hit decline. Like, I'll call you back when I'm done.
Yeah, nobody knows what you're doing, Like, I mean, you could be like, I don't know, like watching the dishes or something like that. And I mean, you call them later and say, what are you up to? Nothing, just taking the clothes out of the laundry machine. Yeah. I mean, thank you for telling me that. So I don't know. I haven't feel like I call someone that is doing that, and I never can tell.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the worst. Like I can only imagine, by the way, in the clubhouse too, when guys are like, I'm sorry, us normal people, nobody likes taking a shit at work.
No.
I haven't found one person who likes to do that. But you guys spend so much time at the yard.
We
you
have
don't
to do it. Yeah.
You don't have a choice. But like, here you are, you're walking out. I mean, Mattingly's got his own. For people that don't know, the
managers
have-
office have their own.
they have their own shitter.
Yeah.
Everybody else has got a share.
Yeah.
Manager's got his own. But that's the thing. Like when somebody walks out of a stall, I'm sorry, you look at them differently. You just do.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially if they don't wash their hand.
Oh, come on. Well, you guys, you and Justin Turner brought up that story together.
Of course,
Greinke-
Zach Greinke in a really meaningful meeting, he stopped the meeting to say that. It happens. It happens. You see a lot of people getting out of the shitter and just go to their locker room and do their regular life, like they're not in there with like 25 other guys.
I mean, can we just stop that?
People.
I think that should be at least a misdemeanor crime, if not a felony.
You have to.
Come on,
At
dude,
least
you're putting your hand near your ass, and then you're gonna go fist bump somebody.
You have to get like a fine or something like that if you get caught doing that.
Totally,
for sure.
You know how like if you get enough points on your license, they revoke it.
Right.
Like we should take away privileges based on that. If you do not wash your hands on the way out of a clubhouse stall, you're going to lose something. Playing time.
Yeah, something.
Bonus money, something.
Yep. Yeah. I like it. I like that idea.
I'm happy.
I think we have to send this across the league. All the teams. If you got this happening in your clubhouse, talk now.
Hey, make sure you get all your player reps involved.
Oh,
in
yeah.
This one.
I will.
This is something that Tony Clark should have fought with the owners about to get into the latest agreement.
When you talk to Glasnow or anyone, so tell him to get on it.
Believe me, this is one I think we can all agree on.
Yeah.
Owners and players.
You see where your stranger thing question took us to something really interesting.
Michelle Rose, mission accomplished.
Thank you.
I don't think she'll be too happy with the question, but oh well. This is what happens when you give me the category, baby. You never know where it's going to go. All right, listen. Best to your family. We'll catch up sometime next month. And go on a run. Hey, listen. The Mariners ripped off 14 in a row this year. There's nothing to say with your pitching. If you guys just freaking get 4 runs a game, you're going to win a lot of games.
Yeah, we just need to find a way to do that, and actually, like play as a team, and just trying to forget about what the ballpark it is. And I mean, we've been hitting a lot of balls that are like supposed to be homers in another ballparks and stuff like that, but we can't put any excuses. You have to keep going.
Okay.
And by the way, I'm coming to LA, so if you're around, give me a shout. So
what dates are those?
I don't know. Let's check the calendar and see if we can grab coffee or something like that.
All right, let me see here. I'll bring it up on my handy dandy MLB app.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm traveling a lot in August, so I got a lot. Let me see here.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be
Marlins
next road trip.
Oh wait. Oh God. Sorry, I'm out of town.
Yeah. It's okay. We'll find a way.
Yep. Let's figure it out. Miggy, it's always great catching up with you. I want to give a special shout out to our producer extraordinaire. By the way, have you seen Rob's mustache?
Yeah, I saw it. It's great. Yeah. It's great. I like
it's like Spencer Strider-esque.
Oh yeah. Spencer Strider. We just face a guy too. You did it for Nestor Cortez or
I mean, it was more Matt Carpenter. He was on that run. And,
yes.
I mean, and our facial hair right now, we combine it. We got a whole beard.
Oh, we got a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Rob, I got to tell you, man, Like for people that have never met Rob, first of all, he's just an amazing human being. Like I'm the biggest asshole by miles on this 3 box right now. Great guy, but he's not really big.
No.
His mustache is so prevalent on his face.
Yeah.
It looks fake.
Yeah. It feels fake
He
sometimes.
looks like Luigi from the Mario Brothers.
That is
yeah,
great.
I mean, it looks amazing. So keep it up.
Appreciate it,
Keep it up.
Biggs.
All right. Well, I got to get to baseball today. So for our mustached producer, Robbie Scirocco, and our summer intern, Sam Singer, the amazing Miguel Rojas, who is mustacheless at this point, I am Chris Rose. We will see you next time on the Chris Rose Rotation, a production of John Boy Media.